Why do I have a DJI Mini 2 and a DJI Air 2S brand new, sealed in its box? Well, let me tell you why. What's in this? Let's check it out. Oh yes, look at this. So one is my DJI Air 2S. Get the box out of the way. Second box that I actually opened up. Well, cut open anyways. Let's see what's in here. Yep. And now we've got the Mini 2. So, all right, so just to let you know, these are actually returns. These just got here from DJI. I just received them. Now, what the story is behind this, my Mini 2 and my Air 2S over time, and I sat on the Air 2S before sending it back forever. These two were actually sent back to DJI. They were damaged. I do have DJI Care on both of them. And this is actually what they sent me back. Two brand new sealed in the box units. So let's go over this a little bit. I'll share my experience with you, and this is definitely why it's worth it to get DJI Care. So generally, warranty isn't worth it, in my opinion, for buying most things. It's usually just a ripoff, or you never know how customer service is going to be, or how they're going to deal with it, or what hoops you need to jump through to actually get your items processed. So I am actually hard on my drones. So let's actually talk about DJI Care and DJI itself, and I want to share my experience that I've actually had with DJI. This was the first time that I've actually had to use my DJI Care, and I usually wait till it's bad enough to send them away. And it's not like I'm super hard on my drones. I use my drones. I don't baby them, and the Mini especially, I do use it for more, say, tricky or not questionable, but more risky flights and filming that I need to do. The Air 2S is far too expensive, and the Mini is in a nice price range. And as well as most of you know, and if you don't, the Mini, you're actually allowed to fly in a lot more areas and places than you can the 2S because of the weight. So let's talk about DJI, and I'd like to share with you my experience with DJI. And with DJI customer service and the DJI Care. So generally, I don't think warranties, for the most part, are worth buying into. You're either getting ripped off, or there's so many stipulations and regulations and stuff and actually using the warranty that it's not worth getting. So let me share with you my experience with DJI. So this is the first time that I've used DJI Care. I have messaged them a few times directly. The customer service is pretty good. I've had some not perfect experiences with them, but for the most part, the experience has been good. They get back to you really quickly. And so my experience with this, long story short, the Mini 2 has been damaged for some time. I was having camera issues with it. And I was having gimbals issues with it, but I just kept on using it. And a weird thing that started happening with the camera as I was flying, it looked like it was fluttering. The camera looked like it was like vibrating, and it almost looked like heat waves, which was interesting. So depending on what I was flying and shooting, I could get away with it. but it got to the point where it was just frustrating me, where I got back from a shoot. My 2S was damaged, and I'll tell you about that. So I only had the Mini 2 to fly. I didn't have the Autel with me. So the footage that I got back was not usable at all. So it's definitely one thing that you don't want to happen. I usually carry a backup drone all the time, but I just had the Mini 2 at the time. So all of the footage was gone. I had to redo everything. So it was frustrating. So I finally got to the point where I'm like, I need to send this back. So I reached out to DJI customer service by email, actually. They got back to me right away. They gave me a prepaid shipping label for UPS. I packaged up the drone, no batteries, no nothing, just the drone by itself. And then I had it sitting ready to go. And then I figured if I'm doing the Mini 2, I might as well do the 2S. So the 2S, I was flying it, and actually I think the video is actually on the channel. I was flying it past a tree. I was doing a circle around and doing a nice shot of a building that we were wanting to shoot. And as I was going around, it was a fairly windy day. And to be honest, the 2S handles extremely well in the wind, better than any drone I've ever flown. And I had my spotter with me, and as I was flying, I thought I was far enough away from the tree, which I was, so I was going around it, but I wasn't far enough with the way the wind was. So what had happened, a gust came up, and it pushed me into the tree. Why the sensor didn't go off, I don't know. Generally, the Air 2S is really good for the sensors, and it's actually quite sensitive to where it actually stops you sometimes from doing what you need to do. So long story short, I hit the tree and I fell, I'd have to say it was a good 30 feet, probably at least, that I fell through the tree. And the funny thing was, before that, which was kind of weird, is it hit the tree first, then it fell, then it stopped, and it hovered in amongst the tree with the branches all around it. It stayed there for a moment, and then it clipped again, and then it fell down all the rest of the way. Now, the good thing was, of course, we took precautions for the whole area that we were flying in. Nobody was in the area, nobody was around, so nobody did get hurt, except the drone. So it did fall 30-some feet, and to my amazement, when I went to pick up the drone, I thought it was going to be toast. And it wasn't. So the front nose was broke, and I think a few other things were broke. All the props were toast. So I replaced the props and checked everything out, booted it up again, and it took off right away. So I was very impressed. Like I said, these things are quite durable. So let's shorten this long story and get back to the customer service. So the same day, I did both of these via email. Then I called them as well to verify that they got it, everything else like that. And they verified that. They verified me. Then they said the drones were covered. I explained to them what was damaged, what happened. They checked my coverage. They checked I had the DJI Care. And so they're like, yeah, go ahead. We'll send you the UPS labels, and then you can just ship them back to us once you get the UPS labels. Within 15-20 minutes, I got the UPS labels by email, and then I packaged them up, sent them, and this was probably 2 weeks ago. So I sent it 2 weeks ago by UPS, and they just arrived back today. So today's date, so 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from the time that I called them and got the emails to the time that I got 2 brand new drones back. So when you call DJI, you don't know what's going to go on, and they're not too sure either. So when I actually talked to them, they said, we need to see it first, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do, if we're going to send you a brand new one back, or if we're just going to repair it and send it back. So I'm very grateful and thankful, and I'm going to open these up and check as well too, but I'm pretty sure they're brand new. So they sent me 2 brand new ones back. I just wanted to share my experience with you with DJI customer service and let you know how they're like to deal with, and that it is definitely worth it to get the DJI Care. And I am telling you this from experience. So everything that I buy DJI, actually everything that I buy Apple and DJI, I do get the extended warranty coverage on it. So if I remember correctly, I'll pop it up on the screen and put the information there as well too. But I think the Mini 2, it was between 50 and 80 bucks, I think. And then the Air 2S, it was about 150, I think. And now that covers repairs, and that also covers full replacements. And I think you get 2 full replacements a year. So I'll put that information up there. But I just wanted to jump on and share with you guys and let you know my experience that I've had with DJI through this experience and actually having to send my drones back and what I did get back in return. So I highly, highly recommend that you buy the DJI Care for the drones, especially for the drones, because you never know what's going to go on. You could be flying safe, you could be doing everything just right, and it could malfunction, or there could be a fault that happens, or you could crash. So it's definitely worth it. It's worth the money, and dealing with DJI customer service has been really good. So kudos to you, DJI. You make amazing drones, you make amazing products, and just so that everybody is aware, if you don't know already, so this is not sponsored by DJI. I wish it was sponsored by DJI, but this is not sponsored by DJI, and I'm getting no kickback or anything from them at all. I pay full price for all of my stuff, so the stuff that I'm saying is full, open, honest, and it's no BS. So, like Canadian Drone Zone, DJI is more than just drones. So they do carry a lot of products, they do carry a lot of stuff, and they've perfected the gimbal systems and what they use from their drones to their camera gear. So definitely check them out. I'll put a link to their website down below. If you're in Canada, there's a Canadian website that you can go to as well. I've actually ordered directly online through DJI, through the Canadian store, and I've also ordered in-store for some of the drone shops that we have around here as well too. So thanks for watching this video. Thanks for taking the time to listen, and please leave your comments. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button and smash that ringy-dingy bell so that you can actually get notifications of when our new videos do come out. So thank you again for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.